We started with all these other things piling inside of us and in our hearts and in our thinking, and it distorted and it created this weird chasm in our lives and in our heart we were like, we're supposed to love God with all my heart, but people hurt me. People weren't good. And some of us, our emotions run rapid and they control every aspect of our life. And he says, no. We got to run it through a filter. It's why you can be angry and sin not. With all thy soul and with all my mind, my thoughts, my consciousness. How do you spend your day? What do you spend your day thinking about? Do you spend your day thinking about all the negative things that have happened to you throughout your life? Do you think you spend your time thinking about all the things that God didn't do? Did you think about all the things that people failed about? Which those come in there, but are we running them through the filter of going, I love the Lord my God with all my heart, my mind, my soul and all my mind? Which means I've got to love the Lord thy God with all of my thinking. I got to run it through a different filter. I got to run it through a different, what's the word you guys use in school for Rubik's? You got to, is that right? Rubric. See, I'm thinking Rubik's Cube. That actually would work. Because if each color was your heart, your mind, and your soul, and then we'll get to strength on all the sides, and once you get it all together, life's good, right? See, y'all are looking at me like I'm crazy and strange. That's fine. But you just got to run it through that filter. I see this is exciting for me. All right. Love thy Lord with all thy mind and with all thy strength. Your abilities, your force, your might. That means everything we do with our hands, our ability, our movement, through what we love God. So if something we're doing doesn't match up to our love for God, then we shouldn't be doing it. If how we treat people doesn't match according to our love for God, then we need to change our attitude. If our own thoughts are thinking that don't measure up to how we love God, then we've got to change some things. Because the first commandment is thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. Everything that we have, this is the first commandment. It is the totality of how God created us to love him with every bit of our being. That's the goal.